Go in. Oh! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Burke here, SharpsShooters Disc Golf. Yeah. We are here in Knoxville at one of Zach's home courses, Clayton's. We're gonna play Clayton's Longs. We special guest here, Mr. John Jones.
Oh.
We're gonna play singles format. It's gonna be me, Zach Ross, John Jones, and Josh. What was your last name, Josh? Josh Neely. So, we'll play singles.
Yeah, I'd rather play singles.
We're gonna play now singles rounds out here at Clayton's Longs. Very long course. Front nine is pretty technical as well. Definitely have to hit your lines, so it's gonna be interesting. First time I played here, shot outstanding, so you can bet that's not gonna happen again. So we're gonna get this started here in a minute. I hope y'all enjoy it.
Say goodbye.
What's up, everyone? Alex Burke here.
Zach Ross.
Special guest.
Holly.
Playing Clayton's singles, playing the long positions. Zach, go ahead and tell them hole one, how it's laid out.
Hole one is a par 4. First shot's really just a placement shot. You see a lot of people throw the flex forehand. Just try to make it to a landing zone out there, and then you just pitch straight uphill.
The basket's actually about, 45, 60 degrees to the right. It's
Yeah,
the
for
right
sure.
of the woods.
John's shot looked really good until it hit that tree.
And this one is Zach's friends, Josh Neely out of Knoxville. Met him, was a really good guy. He showed us a local route and pins it perfect.
Yeah, absolutely pures. I think he threw a Mako 3 there, right in the middle of the landing zone. He said he got lucky, but it looked good out of the hand.
So from my position and John's position, all we have are forehands. It's really the only shot we had, and I thought this was parked.
Yeah, that hill just pulled it down a little bit, made it a little short. I'm a little disappointed in my next shot. I had that tree to the right was right in my line, so I was trying to flex it a little bit. It just didn't hyzer back out, just kept turning.
Josh's
Yeah.
drive is textbook. And
He did release a little low here, but he got a great
I think
skip.
he was playing a skip shot.
He may have been, but he ended up probably 10, 15 feet
Oh,
away.
yeah. He should be in his range all day. And I'm going to go ahead and give a disclaimer. These putters I was putting with, don't know why I chose to try and putt with them and switch new putters, but it's safe to say it did not last after this round.
Yeah. Yeah, this is his first time playing with those. John gives this a great bid. Weird putt. I thought he hit the tree, but he squeaked it right in between. And Josh with the only birdie.
Good capitalization right there. I was scared of missing that putt.
So Josh is up first, throwing another Mako 3. I think this one's a little bit more overstable. He throws a good line. It's just that downhill, he threw it way too far.
I should have thrown a putter. I chose to throw a DX rock and try to flip it up nice and easy, throw it about 50%, and I overturned my wrist.
Yeah, I think you were trying to go left of that tree. Somehow he kicked a tree late in the fairway. You can't really see it, but he's like on the pin. One of the luckiest shots I saw all day.
A two's a two.
Yep. I'm throwing a judge straight up the middle.
This is probably one of the most pure shots you'll see all day long.
Yeah, probably about 15 feet away.
Another disclaimer, this is actually the first time John has ever seen any of these holes, played this course, so...
Yeah, he's playing it blind. He just threw that a little low.
John's giving this one a good run. Oh my gosh.
That was a good run. Here's where Josh ended up. He's probably 60 feet past the basket. And then here I am
What
shanking.
happened there? So hole 3,
This is another par 4. It's real tough. It's another landing zone shot.
and that's not going to get it done. That is not going to get it done.
But here's Josh throwing to make a 3. Hit an early tree, but kicked him right in the middle. What's John throwing here? Do you know? Is that destroyer?
I don't think that was a destroyer, but I'm not sure what it was.
Not either. I was trying out a new Maverick
Oh
here. That's
my
the first time I
gosh.
ever actually threw that disc, and I completely shanked it into old hole 3's fairway.
That was a dirty kick.
Yep. Josh just had to lay up in the middle of the fairway. It's one of the best shots I saw all day.
John absolutely picked his line, and he hit it perfect. And Zach just pitched out to the middle.
Yeah, we missed that
At
shot.
This time, I do remember that. This, all I had was a roller through the woods, and last second hit something, but I'm up there. I'm going to have
Still a good shot.
an up shot.
Over the river and through the woods.
So here's my third shot. Threw that actually pretty well. Just faded a little early. Ended up right at circle's edge.
I
Wouldn't you
believe
say?
so. That just looked a little weird coming out of the hand,
Yeah.
but
Josh is mainly a backhand player. So when he goes to a forehand, you know he's in trouble.
this was, I thought that was money.
Yeah, that was tracking if it didn't hit that tree.
That's probably one of my favorite shots in the game is the turnover forehand. I've gotten really good at
It was a really good
throwing
shot.
those shots. John just had a little shank. That tree was really in his way. It doesn't look like
Yeah.
it, but he had to go around
He
it.
tried to anti-putt it and just held on to it a little too long.
I think you're actually outside the circle.
Yeah, I believe so too.
What a put. What was that
Yeah.
to save par?
Yeah, that was a safe par. My step putt's feeling good, but anything in that 15, 20-foot range, it's just uncomfortable at the moment. So I'd
Yes.
almost rather be outside the circle.
Here's Josh. Oh, that was for bogey.
That was a huge bogey save.
I thought that was a par save. Wow.
Hole 4 is straight tunnel shot. Kind of need to fade to the right, and then it just cuts back to the left just a little. Alex threw a great shot there, late turn. Here I am throwing my flippy wraith, and I thought I threw it well. I hit the gap. It just didn't turn to the right like it normally does. Faded out into the woods. What's John throwing here?
I
Do you
believe
know?
John's throwing one of his, I want to say splatter destroyer.
Yeah, I think this one was straight to understable, wasn't it?
Yes, and he just left it low. It starts turning good. He just left it low.
I think Josh is throwing a thrasher.
That looked amazing.
Yeah,
Just
he
left
leans
it
on
low.
that disc all day.
So Josh and John are both in positions you do not want to be. This was a good line by John. Clipped
Yeah.
a late tree, but Josh has what? Probably 80 feet before he turns the corner,
Yeah, it's a weird shot.
and he just flipped the tree, so he's still trying to get around the corner.
Hit another late tree there, getting frustrated. This is actually a very, very difficult course.
John again having a little bit of release issues.
Did we get my pitch out?
I don't believe we did. believe
not
you pitched
sure.
out.
There's Alex.
Yeah, I don't believe we did. So this is John for a. Is this a
Par.
four?
That's
Yeah,
for par save.
leaving it high.
Yep. Here I am. I think this is for birdie.
I believe so. I thought that was in.
Yeah, that's a real long putt.
This is for birdie. I'm used to stable putters. These new putters I put in the bag, they're super straight and missing right side. Not used to
Yep.
putters. John and Josh unfortunately took bogeys.
Yep.
So
Alex throws the perfect shot here. This is a par 4. Kind of has to turn to the right, flex back to the left. Alex hit kind of a skinny gap, but that's the gap you got to hit if you got to get up there. He absolutely parks this par 4. I threw the line I wanted, just a little low, and caught some of those little shrubs close to the ground.
We were playing in about, I think it was, 93, 94 degrees. The humidity
it
was
was hot.
horrible.
I was wondering why you look so
It
sweaty.
was bad. It was very bad. Nothing would flip.
Nothing.
We were throwing flip. I had to really force mine over.
Yep. Josh Neely threw that perfect. That's the perfect spot you want to land for birdie. John has a really tricky shot here. You can't see the basket, but it's pretty much straight ahead of him.
Just doesn't have his bearings right now.
No, threw that. Tried to throw a roller and went right in the tree.
Josh about.
He threw it great, but
he
that disc started rolling away.
Horrible roll away, but it saved it.
It stopped.
John again just doesn't have his bearings.
Yep.
Still not used to this course.
I'm in a real weird spot here, punching through some trees. You could see the basket. I threw it exactly how I wanted to. Left it a little short, but I didn't have much more from where I was.
I thought that was going to fall.
I did too, just left a little high. John, how far you say he is? 40?
Oh, John's outside
45
circle here.
feet?
He's about 40, 45 on a knee. And bangs it.
Perfect putt. And there's Alex tapping.
So hole 6, another eagle chance for this hole if you get a good sidearm down there or backhand.
Yeah.
And
You got down there just a little too tight, so you got caught up on the late stuff on the right. And Josh got real sneaky with that thrasher. There's a huge, what would you call it? Almost like a spectator
wall,
tower.
yeah.
And he hit it, which stopped him from getting down there. Here I am throwing that Maverick again. That's the second time I threw that disc ever. And it's a lot flippier than I thought. So it kicked me to the left. And I'm going to have a long shot to try to get up and down for birdie.
I thought this was sneaking through. And
Yeah. He threw it right. It just got a little high on him.
what did you hit?
I don't know what I hit. I did land a little short, though. Tried to throw a forehand up there. John has a real sneaky line. And he caught...
I think he
I
missed
caught that
his gap
same...
a little bit, yeah.
I think I caught those same trees he just did.
He's throwing his tactic now.
I was saying don't worry about it. I'm just laying up. And like I said, I was just laying up for my par.
So this is Josh's eagle.
This is Josh's eagle look. Like you see that big spectator tower, that was really in his way. This is John to say par.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, John had a little bit of trouble on this front 9. Just leaving that one out wide.
Alex, this was for your eagle.
The past 3 times we played this hole, I've eagled this.
Yeah. This one you had a bunch of stuff and your backswing and your follow through, so you had to putt it a little weird. Hole 7, another par 4. You want to push straight and just hyzer a little bit of the end. I think this is another eagleable par 4, don't you?
Yeah, you have to have a perfect shot.
Yeah.
The big thing is just getting around that corner. I thought I got around it,
Yeah.
but hit a late tree. Josh played this pinpoint, I'm pretty sure.
I think he pushed it just a little too straight. This is my Wraith, and I threw that pretty much perfect. It got a good skip around the tree on the backside and put me right in the middle of the fairway.
John had a good shot with it short here. He just needed a little bit more fade.
Yep, also a little too straight.
So I'm going between a thumber and a roller here. I really didn't have much option. My gap was so tight.
Yeah.
I decided with the roller. I know I can get to the basket. I'm about 300, you'd say.
Yeah, 300-ish.
And I had a perfect roller gap. Picked a line. Hit where I wanted.
It caught a stick. That
Like,
stick
you gotta
killed
be
it.
kidding me.
John throwing a forehand. Kind of rolled his wrist a little bit, but I think it hyzered at the end and got up there,
he'll
didn't
have
it?
a putt for birdie.
Yeah. Here's where my drive landed. Pretty much perfect. And I just early release, shanked it, landed straight in the water. Josh
He had a great shot.
did have a great shot. Yeah.
He'll be putting for birdie.
About circle's edge. Alex on your star right here, right?
Yep. And like, Oh my god!
It just caught that front side of chains, and it actually rolled. How far do you think?
I think it
About
rolled
25,
about
30 feet?
25, 30 feet. Yeah.
Here's my step putt bid at birdie, and just hung it a little wide. There's Josh. Just kind of shanked it a little bit. He's actually a really good putter.
This is John. John makes this 95% of the time, so I'm expecting him to make this. Wow. John leaving that high.
Just a
Nobody
little bit.
taking the birdie.
Just a little bit. What hole is this?
This hole 8. It's a
Hole
little.
8.
I play the
Oh
little
yeah,
side
this
arm.
is a. You can't tell, but this hole's actually very downhill, and it fades over to the right.
I always play the sidearm. A lot of people throw backhands. I believe
Yeah.
you throw a backhand. You and Josh
Yeah.
do.
Josh threw a great backhand. It actually went too far. I think it went about 60 long.
Yeah. You took the outer route.
Yeah, I
and
threw
held
that
it over.
outside route with my judge and just keep it flipping. I think I ended up about circle's edge.
John's going to follow suit with me. We're going to throw sidearm, and he just hugs it inside a little bit. Gets caught up.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to play blind shots like this when you're playing the course blind in general. You don't know
Yeah.
when you need to come in or anything like that. So
Yep.
Josh.
That's a good run by Josh. Here I am for my birdie. Probably about 35, 40 feet. My step putt's feeling good, so I had no doubt I was going to hit this. And I went and just
Wow.
caught band.
Zach, you're playing a lot of par golf.
Yeah, I can't get off the par train.
This should be automatic. 15, 20 feet. Dead center routine. And putters.
Here's Alex. He loves this hole.
This
It's another birdieable par 4.
is 565 feet.
It's, yeah, slightly downhill, so it's a smash. Here's Josh. I think he's throwing. What's this? Oh, this is actually his D3 Max. He put a good move on it. Threw it a little high, so the wind pushed it down, but he got right to the top of the hill. I threw mine a little nose up, so it hyzered out just a little
But
early.
you're going to be on the left side. You'll have
Yeah.
a look.
I'll have a.
Almost black ace to short.
I'll have a line.
I believe John is throwing his Huck Lab
I think
Destroyer.
that's a
and turns
straight
it.
Emerald's Destroyer he got.
Yep, and he just turns it a little bit, but it's going to fight out a little bit late.
So here's Josh. That basket's up under those trees right there. I think he's throwing a PA3.
Yeah, he just hyzer it off. You
Yeah.
could tell frustration
He's
setting
a little
in.
frustrated. I'm throwing my new Invader here. This was actually the first day I'd thrown it.
turned it good. It's just, there was a monster wind once we got down there.
Yeah.
It was swirling between head and tailwind. You couldn't tell what it was doing.
Yeah, I landed again, right? Circle's edge, right outside it.
So John's just laying up,
That was a great shot. Great layup.
and I was looking to run this. Straight headwind. Got ready. Switches to a tailwind. Yeah, left to right. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to lay it up best I can to the side. Laid it up 10 feet.
Yep.
That should be makeable.
That wind, it was almost a right to left there. Basically a straight headwind for Josh and I. So I'm expecting the putter to lift a little bit. And we'll see if I can capitalize for birdie. And it just didn't lift. I think I putted it a little nose down, so it just went
So
straight
me and
down.
John tap out for our birdie. Zach's going to walk away with a par, and then this is Josh to save a par and a big wind too.
Huge wind.
25-footer is scary putt. All right, so after 9 holes, Clayton playing longs. Zach, what scores?
Alex is at 5 down. Josh Neely is at 1 down. I'm at even, and John is at +1.
What's one? All right.
It's a little windy out.
Front 9 is mainly wooded, long wooded shots. This back 9 is going to be pretty wide open for the most part. I think there's one wooded hole, and the wind's starting to pick up, so it could go either way. We're going to have to see a lot of overstable, beefy stuff's going to be thrown, and see if we can adjust to the putts and see if we can turn it on. Let's back 9.